Hey everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a really great day. I have a coat on, as you can see, because I'm back in the garage. We are planting tomatoes and peppers. We just had a blizzard yesterday in March. A little unexpected, but hopefully it's the last hurrah for really cold weather. So excuse the coat, but it was necessary for today. So I want to get my tomatoes and peppers, get the seeds in the seed tray, but I wanted to go over a few things, mostly about the tomatoes, but I'll also go over with you all of the types of tomatoes and peppers that I'm going to be planting today. So the three types are determinate, indeterminate, and semi-determinate types of tomatoes. The indeterminate type of plant means essentially that it's the ones that you're used to seeing, like it will grow taller than you, and you have to cage them, because if you don't put some sort of support around them, the vines will just keep growing and growing and growing all over the ground. They'll get wet, they'll start to decay, and you won't get any type of fruit off of it. So the indeterminate just means that it will just keep on growing. And the way it sets its fruit is that it will set its fruit and will ripen and keep growing and ripen all season long. Okay, so that's how you know that it'll keep growing as long as you've got good weather and sunshine. So the other type is indeterminate. So indeterminate means that it's more of a bush growth. It has small vines. So it grows more in a bush, and it will also set its fruit all at one time and ripen pretty much all at one time. Two types that I know of that are determinate are the Roma tomatoes and Amish paste. So they make tomato paste out of those. When you collect all that fruit from a determinate plant, you're basically getting all of the season's growth at one time. So you can do your canning, you can do your sauces, you can do your paste all at one time, instead of doing a little batch here and a little batch there when your indeterminate plants get all ready to go. Now they will still set some fruit the rest of the season, but it's very few. They'll give you one big harvest and then you move on. So they're basically done for the season. Now the semi-determinate, those ones are in between. So it will still set fruit for the most part throughout the whole season, but they don't grow as huge. They grow more as a determinate plant where it's more of a bush. You still have to stake them, but not like anything heavy duty like you would for indeterminate, because those ones will grow 6-8 feet or more. So you really need to do a heavy duty cage around them. For the semi-determinate, they won't get as big, but they will still need some minor staking. Okay, so those are the three different types of tomatoes, but of course there's all different flavors. There's all different outer skin colors. Heirloom and like the cherry tomatoes are mostly, not all the time, but mostly an indeterminate tomato. So they're the ones that are gonna grow real big and like your big boys. So this one here, like to see the different colors, it's red, but it's got like the green shoulders. It's ready to go, but it just has a different look to it. I find those to be really interesting. So on to peppers. I have got some heirloom peppers. This one's from Baker Creek. And this one actually starts out green and turns into a deep obsidian, and then finally to crimson. And it's a snacker, it's not a hot pepper at all. And then of course I've got the heirloom red bell peppers, hot pepper salsa blend. And then this one's from Proven Winners Fire Away Hot and Heavy. As the name suggests, these are hot. They're not a snacker unless you really have no taste buds, but these are a bush as well. But I still stake all my peppers because they tend to get this really strong trunk through the middle, like almost like a small tree trunk, and it's very heavy and they start leaning, and so I always stake my peppers. All right, so those are just the ones that I have right now. I will be growing, of course, the regular green peppers, but I don't have them with seeds right now. I guess I should have, but I don't. Now, if you've seen the video where we did the other seeds, planted up the other seeds, it's the same process. You want to use an organic seed starter. I do try and go organic as much as possible. And of course the seed starter, because it's a very lofty, very light mixture that will help your seeds to be able to grow its roots so much easier because it won't have a lot of hard packed soil around it. It'll be very soft and very fluffy. You know, this is a really great mix. So I'm only going to do one tray today because there's only so many tomatoes and peppers that we can eat. Everyone around here grows tomatoes, so me trying to get rid of extra tomatoes to give to someone else, it really backfires on me. Okay. So I'm going to start with these Baker Creek seeds that I picked up, and they looked really interesting, especially all cut up like this. They're green in the center with the black obsidian color on the outside. They had this special going on, and so I picked up these seeds. But interesting, they have a sticker on the front that says overpacked due to low germination, only 40%. If you have one that specifically says it has low germination, instead of putting the usual 2 seeds per cell, I'm going to do 4 seeds per cell just to hopefully get some germination. Anyway, so we're going to give this a try. All the others seem to be pretty good, so I'm just going to be putting 2 seeds per cell, and then we'll go from there. So I realized that I went over the peppers that I'm planting or did plant, but I never went over the actual tomatoes I am planting. So I wanted to show you organic Brandywine, a larger slicer tomato with the green shoulders, so pretty. Tomatillos, Super Verde. So those will be exciting, especially for my husband. Rutgers, hybrid cherry tomato, super sweet. Big Boy hybrid, Garden Treasure. This is a slicer tomato. I opened it up and out popped one of their little markers, so I didn't have to use mine. And Roma. So anyway, so that's what we've got going. I will get this all watered in and upstairs under the grow light, and I'll probably give you an update. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something about tomatoes and the types of tomatoes, so you know what to look for when you go to your garden center, whether you're starting them from seed or you're starting them from a plant. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.